speaking is one of the most important parts for Cambridge English test, okay? And
Okay.
actually, I have the official booklet from Cambridge that they use to test, to give the, what it is, to give the Cambridge test. So I'm going to show you, Marlon, again, what we do for speaking test. Okay. So let me get it again. I don't find it. Well, here it is. First of all, an important information is that Cambridge changes their tests every 2 years. Okay, it means that we have tests from 1998, 2000, 2002, 2004, 2006, and so on. And the last version is 2020. Okay, 2022 is the last version. That version is not available for anyone but examiners. Nevertheless, the former versions are in the internet for everybody to take a look. Morning, Madeline. If you are speaking to me, I can hear you. If you are
I was in the room like 7, 8 minutes ago, but I don't know what happened. But
Yes, I accepted you and I transferred you, but it didn't happen. Well, no problem. We are just starting. Okay. So this is we're talking about speaking test. This is the examiner booklet for 2018. That is the last one I found, but the structure is the same. What changes is the material. Okay. So notice, I'm going to show it to you. And Eduardo Marlon, I'm going to upload it in the classrooms, okay? For you to have it. So here we have the examiner booklet, and notice that it says confidential. It's only for examiners. It was only for examiners. So first of all, the small roll of my mouse is damaged. You know this part here that is like a wheel, it is damaged. So whenever I push something, it goes up and down crazily. I apologize for that. So notice that they give the parameters, okay? And they give the instructions. The speaking test should be 12 minutes. So it is really short. And it is always performed in pairs, okay? And usually with a person you have never seen before in your life. So the first questions are just to make people comfortable when talking to someone you don't know, and for your brain to change the chip from English into Spanish. So the first part, it says 2 or 3 minutes, is, as it says here, general questions. Okay. Then we have part 2, learning a new skill and at home after school or after work. And parts 3 and 4 has to do, in the case of the test 2018, it was a school visit to a capital city. This part and this part changes every 2 years. The images, but not the purpose. I mean, in the 2023, 2024, 2025 exam, you're going to find the same. General question, 1A, learning a skill, 1B, at home after school, parts 3 and 4, school visit to a capital city. Okay? Usually, the general questions are very easy. Notice that it says, what's your name? How old are you? Where do you live? Who do you live? Where do you live in case this backup prompt means that, for example, I ask Marlon, where do you live? And he says, in Ecuador. It's okay, but it is very short as an answer. Okay, so, okay, but in which city, in which region, in Ecuador, which part of Ecuador do you live in? That's why we have the backup prompts. If the answer is too short, examiners use that backup prompts to make the students speak more. Because where do you live? I live in Ecuador. It's a right answer. But for a B1 examiner expect, I'm currently living in Ecuador, in Guayaquil, that is a city at the coast of Ecuador. Guayaquil is also the main importing and exporting port of Ecuador, because you know Ecuador is an exporting country. We export bananas every place in the world. And I live in an area called, I don't know, Villa Club. That is what we call a ciudadela. It is a closed area where people can live and you can transit inside safely because it is secluded, privada. Okay, that's what a B1 examiner accepts. I mean, I live in Ecuador is correct, but it's not B1. B1 words. So who do you live with? I lived with someone else. But do you live with your family? Do you live with friends? Do you live by yourself? Okay, so you can give more information. And notice that says B. Here in the first part, we say candidate A. But the thing is that if candidate B doesn't know what to say, the other person can copy what person A said. That is why in every section we switch A, B, B, A, A, B, B, A to learn if the other person in the test really knows the answer of the questions. Okay, so this is easy. Where do you live? Who do you live with? So notice there are 4 questions only. Okay, then we have the second part of this. Tell us about a teacher you like. Which teacher do you like and why? How often do you use a mobile phone? How do you get to school or to work every day? And which do you like best, the morning or afternoon, and why? Okay. That's the question, but examiners can change it. Okay, like, are you a morning person, an afternoon person, or an evening person? You say, what is that? A person who works better in the morning or a person who works better in the afternoon. Okay, for example, I'm a night person. I work better at night. If I have to do a translation or or work with revision of text, that's something I do besides teaching. I translate, I do revision of texts in English and in Spanish to get the punctuation, the use of capitals, the vocabulary. I do it at night. I usually do it on Saturdays. Okay, because on Saturdays I work till 2. So I sit and work from 7 to 11. Because on Sunday I can get up at noon if I want. Okay, so I will work better at nighttime instead of at daytime. So teacher, the examiner can give you the simple question or can elaborate the question. In this case, elaborate means make it different. Okay, you say, elaborate, as Spanish, elaborar. Yes, no. Okay, elaborate in English means to change things. How are you? Fine, thanks. More elaborated. How are you? Well, today I feel really fine. You know, I slept well and I feel energetic. Elaborate. You're saying the same, I'm fine. Then comes, that part is very easy because it is something that you do every single day. Here comes the next part, the new part. Okay? in this case, we give each student a different photograph about someone learning a new skill. So Eduardo gets one picture and Marlon gets another picture. Okay, about people talking, people learning something new. And they give you 2 minutes to look at the picture and give a full description of the picture to the other person. So the examiners evaluate if you are able to describe it and make the second person understand. For example, this is, okay, let me put it shorter so you can see it. This is 1A and this is 1B. Let's imagine Marlon hasn't seen 1A and Eduardo hasn't seen 1B. Okay? So I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Eduardo is going to describe 1A to Marlon, imagining that Marlon has no idea what is in 1A. And Marlon, you are going to describe picture 1B for Eduardo, as if he has never seen the image, okay? Both of you are looking at the image because I cannot separate them. Yes, Eduardo?
Miss, sorry, I feel a little bit confused. I have to describe the picture in 1A, and Marlon tell me what I lost. Sorry.
No, don't worry. It's kind of confusing because, as I always say, Cambridge exams are completely different from any other exam you could have had in your whole life.
Okay.
Because usually you get a picture and you have to write the description or tell the examiner the description. But here the examiner gives you picture 1A and give Marlon picture 1B. Marlon doesn't know image 1A. And you don't know what is in picture 1B, but I, the examiner, knows both. The idea is that they give you 2 minutes for you to organize your ideas. So Eduardo is going to tell Marlon what is there in picture 1A. Marlon doesn't know about it. You're going to describe it as fully as possible. And supposedly you haven't seen picture 1B. Okay? And Marlon is going to describe it to you with all the details. Okay, let me do an example for you. Okay, let me find here.
So me during the test always is with 2 people, yes?
Yes, always 2 people.
Okay.
Never 1 person, okay? So for example, okay, I'm going to describe you 1 image. Okay, okay, let me get a picture here. Okay, let me find, okay, this one. Okay, I'm going to describe you a picture. Okay, so let's think I have 2 minutes. Okay, I have already had the 2 minutes, and I tell you, okay, in my picture, there is a woman learning to play the guitar. She is an African-American woman. She has short curly hair, and her hair is dyed. He is in what apparently is her bedroom or her living room. She's sitting on a sofa. She has a guitar. And there is a small table and a lamp on her right side. And she has a laptop on her left. And she is checking something in the laptop. I think she is learning how to play the guitar using a tutorial in the internet. This African-American woman wears glasses. She's wearing a black turtleneck sweater, blue jeans. She doesn't wear shoes, and she's wearing like black or dark gray socks. The sofa or the bed, I don't know, it's white, with white pillows, and the wall behind her is also white. Okay, so tell me in Spanish, what did you understand from the description? In Spanish.
Okay. Esa una mujer africana o africana, no, pues de tez negra. ¿Sí? Tiene el cabello corto, está aprendiendo a tocar guitarra. Lo está haciendo a través de un tutorial en internet, frente a
Ok,
su laptop.
en su laptop. Ok,
Eso.
Eduardo, ¿qué más entendiste tú de lo que yo dije?
Okay,
Ok, fíjate todos los
ya.
detalles que dio Marlon. Dame los demás detalles.
Bueno,
¿Qué otra cosa dijo?
que ella estaba aprendiendo, que probablemente estaba en su habitación. Ya.
Ujú.
¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más?
Lo que ella lleva puesto, el lugar donde
Es-
está. Ajá. ¿Qué dije yo de su ropa?
A ver, no recuerdo esa parte. Recuerdo algo que menciona algo sobre su cabello, ¿no? Que su cabello
Ajá.
es rizado, tight, es como recogido, ¿sí?
No, dyed, teñido, desteñido.
Teñido.
Ya,
Ok.
sí.
Ya,
Ah,
eso y las partes de último, o sea, tuve un poco de complicaciones para entender por ciertas palabras que no identifico, pero, o sea, la imagen en general, tal cual como la describió Marlon, o sea, sí, sí se la puede tener.
ok, pero los dos entendieron lo básico. Una mujer afroamericana aprendiendo a tocar la guitarra a través del internet con una
Ujú.
laptop que probablemente está en su habitación o en la sala. ¿Ok? Yo les voy a mostrar la foto.
Una duda.
Dime.
Ah, is it possible to take notes?
No,
Because
We can
I
take
take
notes.
notes, so I have a lot of
Yeah.
details that
no,
you
no, no.
speak.
The thing is that you
It's not-
notice the way I described her. You are not going
Okay.
to be asked to tell me, okay, what is Marlon's photo, or ask Marlon what is Eduardo's photo.
So
Okay?
it's not possible to take notes.
No,
Just
no,
here
no.
and
Just
answer
here,
what
just
happened.
here. Okay, just listen to the description the other person gives.
Okay.
So what I want you to notice is all the details I gave from the picture. I'm going to share the picture with you. It is like you
Oh,
imagine.
she is
Yes.
so pretty. And yes, I imagine
That's
someone
the idea, that
like
the
her.
description you make can let the other person and the examiner imagine, and that the image there is pretty accurate, precisa, as to imagine what it is there. That's the key. That's the key for describing a picture in the Cambridge test. The
Okay.
description that you give should be as accurate as possible. The
Accurate.
examiner, accurate, precisa,
Accurate.
accurate. We have accurate and we have accuracy. Okay. double C here. Okay. So the accuracy is the accurate, preciso, accuracy con precisión, precisamente. Okay, so this case means with full details. The idea is that when you describe the picture, the other person can imagine what is in the picture without seeing it. And the examiner, the examiner or the examiner from Cambridge knows the picture, but he's going to set in the position that he has never or she has never seen the picture. If the description is accurate with full details, you are okay. But if you describe this picture and said, there is a woman sitting with a guitar, and she has a laptop next to her. The image is very generic. It can be a white woman, a fat woman, a thin woman. She can be sitting in the bedroom, in a garden, in a library. But when you give all the details, notice she is an African-American woman with short curly hair. She wears glasses. She's wearing a black sweater, jeans, and she doesn't have shoes.
Shoes.
Doesn't wear shoes.
She has black socks.
She's wearing black socks.
Wearing.
Say, okay, she's wearing, her sweater is black. His pants are jeans, blue jeans. Her hair, short and curly and dyed. Teñido.
Tight.
To dye your hair. Okay, we have an expression, to dye somebody's hair. This SB apostrophe S is very used in English, okay? Somebody's hair. Yes, SB apostrophe S means somebody's hair. Okay.
Let me take note, please.
Yes, it is. It is something that they use a lot when they write, you know? So it is important for you to know what that means. SB apostrophe S, somebody's, and what comes next is the thing that possesses. For example, last night, somebody's dog was barking the whole night. Somebody's dog. And if I'm chatting with someone, I said, you know, I'm sleepy. Say, I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy. And the other person says, really? Why? And I say, I'm chatting with someone, with a friend, with one of my relatives, and I write this. Somebody's dogs barked the whole night. Okay, so the person who is reading understands that SB apostrophe S means the dog that belongs to somebody whom I don't know. Maybe it was the next door neighbor. Maybe it was the next door opposite to me. Maybe it was the neighbor 3 houses from mine, but it's a large dog. But the thing is, I didn't sleep well because during the whole night, the dog that belongs to someone whom I don't know was barking the whole night. Okay. The verb teñir is dye. Sounds like die de morir. But in the context, say, you know, when I was younger, now my hair is gray and silver. But when I was younger, I dyed my hair in different colors. Okay, this is my natural color. This is not a dyed hair. This is natural hair. So this color is my hair color. And I enjoy it. I love this white, gray, silver color. I love it. I love it. Okay. So notice that
Mhm.
what did I describe from the person? First, man or woman. Okay, that's the first thing I describe. There is a woman. Okay, a man or a woman. In case there are more than one people, more than one person, you say number of people and gender and age. If I have a different two people, I say, okay, there are two people. And then number two, describe describe the person. Okay, it means his complexion or her complexion, the clothes worn, if they are sitting or standing. Okay, any relevant. For example, I said she has short curly hair, she wears glasses, she doesn't wear any shoes. And thirdly, third, you describe the surroundings. Okay, what is the surroundings? Everything around her. Okay, she might be sitting in her bedroom or in her living room. The sofa is white, the wall is white, there is a small table on her left with a lamp on the table. And the wall behind her is completely white. And finally, to close the description, to talk about the activities. Okay, she is playing the guitar. She's learning how to play the guitar using maybe YouTube and internet tutorial because there is a laptop next to her on her right. Okay, so what's the order? First, say the people, a man, a woman, some people, a mother and a child, two children, and then. Second, describe the physical characteristics of the person and the clothes that person is wearing. Third, describe the surroundings. Where is that person? At a park, and it is a sunny day, and he's having fun. In a library, and he or she has a lot of books on the table, and she's alone. And fourth, well, this woman who is in a library alone, I think she's studying for a test. She's doing a homework, okay, because of her age. She studies at the university. Any other that you can say about the activities? That's the hierarchy, la jerarquía, the hierarchy or the order for describing a picture, okay? Man or woman, number of people, gender, age. Second, describe the person physically. She's an African-American woman. And what the person is wearing. In this case, glasses, black sweater, jeans, no shoes,
No shoes.
gray socks. Yes, you can say she has no shoes. It's valid. Instead of she doesn't wear shoes, you can say she's wearing no shoes. And this is an expression for B1. She doesn't wear any shoes. A1, A2. She's wearing no shoes. B1, B2.
She's wearing no shoes.
She's wearing no shoes. Okay, she's wearing no long hair. Okay. So she's sitting in her bed. But when we talk about things that people have, I can say no. She's wearing no long hair. She doesn't have long hair. Okay? She's wearing no colorful clothes. She doesn't wear colorful clothes. So we can also use the simple present. She wears no shoes. She wears no shoes. These two are expressions for a B1 student. Okay, so you got the idea. Let's go to the description of the picture. So I said, Eduardo has picture 1 and Marlon has picture 2. Let me give you 2 minutes. And your 2 minutes starts now. Remember, you cannot take notes, you cannot ask questions to the examiner. You just check your picture during 2 minutes and think about the vocabulary, the expressions you can use to make a description. One minute has gone. You still have 1 minute. Okay, ready. 2 minutes. Eduardo, please describe picture number 1. Imagine, Marlon, you have no idea about what is in the picture. So Eduardo, please describe picture 1. Remember the order.
Sure, miss. In this picture, I can see are 2 women. One of them is younger than the other one. Probably they're related. These 2 women are African Americans, right? And they wear the younger one is wearing a black and gray dress. She has chrome trenzas. Okay, she has chrome. I can't remember the word. Well, she's younger than the other one. The other one has a really nice afro hair, curly and span. She's wearing a gray t-shirt and jeans. The both of them is in a big kitchen, white and very clean. They have all the materials for preparing a cake. Probably they are preparing a cake. They have flour in the table. I see some eggs, and they are looking in a tablet, the process to make a cake. They look very joined. Seems like the younger one is kind of, you know, learning this process. Probably
Okay.
the two of her are, you know, mother and daughter. I don't know, but this whole picture show us the process to make I don't know, a cake or muffins or something like that.
Okay. So, Marlon, if you haven't seen the picture, do you understand what what he described? Imagine you didn't see the picture. Based on the description Eduardo gave, could you understand the image?
Yes.
Okay, that's the idea. There are some communicative is okay. Communicatively, it's okay. But it has some grammar mishaps. For example, plural of woman is women, no women's. Okay.
I see women's.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, you said women's. Nevertheless, as this is being recorded, okay, you can go to the when I upload this to the web page, you can see it and check what you said. Yes, in your brain you might have thought, okay, women, but when you spoke, you say women's. That's an interference from Spanish that all the plurals are with S. We don't have irregular plurals in Spanish. So your Spanish interfere with your English, okay? And some others, for example, in the tablet is not, it's on the tablet. What else you say? A curly hair African instead of an African look-alike. Because they are, apparently they are not African, okay? But you can say, an African look-alike hair. Look-alike means similar. Her hair is similar to the hair of an African. But we don't know if they are African and they live in South Africa and they have money, or they live in any country in Africa and they have money. But we can say both have an African look-alike hair. African look-alike hair. Her hair looks similar to the African people. Okay? And remember to use the politically correct words. We don't say two black women or a black woman with a black girl. We use the African American term. That is politically correct. In other men, you say, well, they look, they are joy. They are joyful. Okay? Joy is the feeling, the act or the situation, and joyful is the attitude. I have joy. They apparently are having joy, or they look joyful.
They look joyful.
Yes, they look joy. Okay, but they look joyful. They look like they are having joy, having fun. Remember, you can also use the verb enjoy. Apparently, they enjoy what they are doing. Okay? As I said, communicatively, it's okay. But you have to precise some grammar, small issues. And actually, what you are evaluated on is your communicative capacity and ability, and grammar is at the bottom. Okay, I mean, when they evaluate, first they took fluency, second they took the kind of words you use, thirdly, the pronunciation, and finally, the grammar. Because when people speak in a natural environment, they do not pay care to grammar. So how are you going to be evaluated on? 1, fluency. 2, register of lexicon. Lexicon means the words you use. Okay, it is called register of lexicon or register of lexis. They can use any of those words. It means the words you use to speak. 3, and as I told you, if it is level A or level B, a vocabulary. Third, they get pronunciation. It might not be perfect pronunciation, but if the pronunciation is similar to the one, it is accepted. And number 4, and the last topic they take into account is grammar. So let's say if it is 20 points, fluency is 6, lexicon is 6, pronunciation is 4, and grammar is 4 or 3. If I have to divide it into 20 points. Okay? Marlon, please describe the picture 1B as Eduardo hasn't seen it in all his life.
Okay.
Follow
Okay.
the order.
Okay. In this picture, I can see a person watching a soccer game in a TV. He's young, maybe he's a teenager. He's wearing a t-shirt, a white t-shirt, and jeans. His complexion is fair. His hair is brown. He's sitting on a sofa. Maybe he's in a living room. In front of him, there is a table made of wooden. The living room had other place made in wooden too, like the door, and the floor is in wooden too. So I guess his family or his like what he's alone in the living room. I can see I can see the TV is on the, I don't know, remember what is the name, on the, maybe what is cabinets. Yes, that is made in wooden too. So the whole room is had places, had parts made in wooden. On the left, there is other sofa with a pillow on the sofa. On the left, I can see two friends. That is friends. In the wall, the wall is white, and the ceiling in the living room is white too. Yes.
Okay, you need the actions now.
Okay.
That is very short and very easy. Okay.
You need that one more, or it's okay?
No, it's okay. Because at the beginning, you kind of mishap the order. At the beginning, you say there is a boy watching TV, a soccer game on TV. But remember, that's the 4th.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, Eduardo, could you understand the picture as it has never been in front of you?
Yes, without a problem.
Okay.
seems too precise to me. All the
Yes,
the
accurate,
descriptions.
accurate.
So accurate.
So accurate, because precise has to do with precision, and it is if something works perfectly. In this case, you can say, well, the description was accurate. Okay, it was made with a lot of accuracy. So this is a mistake that a lot of people have because of Spanish interference. In front of versus opposite. Okay, in front of means that for example, let me give you an example. The woman and the little girl are in front of a door, the door of a cabinet. Okay, in this case, in front of means this position. So in front of is similar to say behind. Something is behind. Something or someone, somebody is behind. Okay? For example, they are in front of a wall. It means that the wall is at their back. Or I can say, I'm sitting in front of a wall. So it's not in front, frente a, but it means that the wall is behind me. Okay? But we tend to say in Spanish, ajá, frente a. Frente a is opposite. So the boy is sitting opposite to the TV set. Okay?
Wow.
Yes.
That's strange.
No, it is. The thing is that we get the Spanish version. Enfrente de, no, perfecto. So if we imagine these are two people, okay? And this person knows is this, and this person knows is this. Let's call them A and B. So notice they are looking in the same direction. So I said B is in front of A.
Yes,
Okay?
yeah.
But if we have two people, two other people, this is square people, son gente que no abre su mente porque son cuadrados, okay? And their nose, they are facing one each other. I mean, his nose or her nose is here. And his nose or her nose is here. We said, and again, we have A and B, okay? The expression to describe their position is A is opposite to B.
Opposite.
Opposite. Okay? A is opposite to B. That's the difference between in front of and opposite. In front on, they are looking in the same direction. Opposite, they are looking face to face. I'm opposite. You are opposite to your camera. Okay? In my case, a wall is opposite. I am in front of a wall. Miss, can I say that differently? Yes, I can say.
In that case, I can see the TV is in front of him.
No, the TV is opposite to him. Okay? And if you are not sure, you can use.
But the TV is behind him. Maybe.
No, the TV is not behind him. Si
Yeah, because
him, tuviera su espalda.
because the screen is opposite.
It's opposite. Okay. So if you are not sure about if you have to use in front or opposite, you can use behind. In this case, A is behind B, and B is in front of A. So if you're not sure if you're using in front of in the right way, you can use behind. The wall is behind me. Or the picture, in the picture you see, I am in front of an image of waterfalls. Okay, what I have. Or I can say I have a picture of waterfalls behind me if you're not sure how to use in front of. Okay, there is always an easier way. And for saying piso de madera, mesa de madera, you can use, for the piso de madera, the floor is made of wood. Or it is a wood floor. Okay, no es un piso enmaderado, sino un piso de madera. Okay? Or you can say he has a wooden table in front of him. So it means made of wood. Wooden plus something. For example, I have a wooden table next to my bed. Or I have a table made of wood next to my bed. Okay? Did you get the idea, Marlon?
Yes.
Okay, so with this, we finish for today. Next week, I'm going to plan to teach you. And I said that last week, but I didn't take notice, so today I took it. We're going to talk about how to use other, another, the other, others. Okay? Next week, I wrote it down. It is not part of the Cambridge test, but it's something that you should know how to use. Okay? So
this is next class is Mondays on the night, right?
Next B1 tomorrow, Saturday. And the next one is Monday at night. Okay, Monday at night. But don't worry, at this time, I'm going to explain that other, another, the other, others. Okay, so don't miss that class. Marlon, see you
so difficult for me.
Yes. Marlon, see you
Bye-bye.
Tuesday. Eduardo stays here with me because he has classes with me.
Yes.
Okay. So, bye-bye. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
See you.
Marlon.